The door to my bedroom creaked open just as I nailed the final boss in my favorite RPG. My heart pounding from the virtual victory. But when I spun around expecting my sister, it was Adriana, her best friend since college, standing there with eyes like storm clouds, her lips trembling as if holding back a flood. Before I could utter a word, she crossed the room in 3 strides, cupped my face and kissed me. A desperate, world-shifting kiss that tasted of forbidden secrets and shattered everything I thought I knew about myself. I pulled back, gasping, my controller clattering to the floor. Adriana, what the hell? My voice was a whisper, but inside a hurricane raged, confusion, thrill, terror all twisting into one. Adriana, with her sharp features and that effortless confidence that always made her the center of any room, looked at me like I was the only thing anchoring her to earth. We'd known each other for years. She was practically family, crashing our holidays, sharing laughs over takeout. But this was a line crossed. A bomb detonated in the quiet suburb of Seattle where my life had been neatly packaged. My mind raced back to the first time I noticed her differently. It was last summer at the family barbecue, when she brushed past me in the kitchen, her hand lingering on my arm a second too long. I dismissed it as nothing, buried it under layers of denial. After all, I was Adeline Harper, the straight-A marketing grad, the one who dated safe guys like Mark from accounting, even if those relationships fizzled out like flat soda. But now, with her lips still echoing on mine, I felt exposed, raw. What if my sister found out? Emily, my overprotective older sibling, who saw Adriana as her ride or die, her confidant through breakups and career highs. This could rip us apart. Adriana stepped back, her breath ragged. Adeline, I couldn't hold it in anymore. Every time I see you, it's like I'm alive in a way I never was before. Her words hung heavy, laced with the pain of unspoken years. I wanted to scream at her to leave, to pretend this never happened, but a part of me, the hidden whispering part, wanted to pull her closer. Instead I muttered, "You need to go. Now." She nodded, eyes glistening, and slipped out, leaving me alone with the echo of that kiss. That night sleep evaded me. I tossed in my bed, replaying the moment over and over. Why me? Adriana was everything I wasn't. Bold, unapologetic, openly queer since high school. She'd dated women, faced the stares and whispers, while I hid behind heteronormative expectations. My parents, conservative pillars of the community, would never understand. Dad, with his church board meetings, and Mom, who still hoped I'd settle down with a nice boy and give her grandkids. The thought of their disappointment clawed at my chest. Was I even attracted to her? Or was this just a fluke, a momentary lapse? The next morning, Emily burst into the kitchen, oblivious, chattering about her latest work drama. Adriana's coming over later for movie night. You in? My stomach dropped. I nodded weakly, forcing a smile. Inside I screamed. How could I face her? But avoidance wasn't an option in our tight-knit circle. As the day dragged on, I buried myself in work emails trying to drown the turmoil. Yet, every quiet moment brought flashes, her touch, her scent, the way her confession cracked open a door I'd nailed shut. When Adriana arrived that evening, she acted normal, laughing at Emily's jokes, passing the popcorn. But her glances toward me were electric, charged with unspoken questions. I excused myself early, claiming a headache, and retreated to my room. Alone I paced, heart hammering. What if I ignored it? Pretended it was a mistake? But deep down I knew it wasn't. That kiss had awakened something. A longing I'd suppressed for years, buried under societal molds. The price of exploring it? Potentially losing my family, my sense of self. Yet the alternative, silence, felt like suffocation. Days blurred into a tense routine. Adriana texted me once. We need to talk. I deleted it, but the words lingered. At work, I zoned out in meetings, imagining scenarios, telling Emily, watching her face crumple in betrayal. Or worse, Adriana moving on, leaving me with this unresolved ache. My inner voice battled. You're not like that. But am I? The conflict gnawed, eroding my focus. One evening, as rain pelted the windows, I stared at my reflection, searching for answers in my own eyes. Finally, I couldn't take it. I replied to her ghost message in my mind, then typed it out. Meet me at the park tomorrow. Noon. The decision felt like jumping off a cliff. Exhilarating, terrifying. What would I say? Admit the pull? Or shut it down forever? As I hit send, a wave of nausea hit. This choice could redefine everything, and the cost might be more than I could bear. The park was alive with joggers and dog walkers, a stark contrast to my inner storm. Adriana waited on a bench, her posture tense. "Adeline," she said softly as I approached. "I didn't mean to blindside you." But she had, and now we were here, teetering on the edge. I sat, words tumbling out. "Why now? Why me?" She explained. Years of watching me from afar, the spark igniting during our shared moments. Her vulnerability mirrored mine, but she had fought her battles already. Me? I was just starting. We talked for hours, unraveling threads of attraction and fear. By the end, I didn't have answers, but the connection felt real, undeniable. As we parted, her hand brushed mine. A promise or a warning? Back home, Emily noticed my distraction. "Everything okay?" I lied, nodding. The deception stung, the first crack in our bond. Little did I know this was just the beginning of the unraveling. The secrecy became our shadow, following every stolen glance and hushed conversation. After that park meeting, Adriana and I started meeting in hidden corners, coffee shops on the outskirts of town, late-night walks where no one knew us. Each encounter peeled back layers, revealing the depth of our feelings. But with every thrill came a heavier weight. The lie I lived at home. Emily sensed something off. "You've been distant," she said one morning over breakfast, her brow furrowed. "Is it work? Or that guy you were seeing?" I mumbled about stress, avoiding her eyes. Inside, guilt twisted like a knife. Emily had introduced us. Adriana was her rock during her messy divorce last year. Betraying her felt like poison seeping into my veins. Yet, the pull toward Adriana was magnetic, her presence a balm to my fractured soul. Adriana opened up about her past, coming out in a small town, the rejection from her parents that still scarred her. "I lost everything once," she whispered during one of our meets. "But you're worth the risk." Her words ignited hope but also dread. What if we were discovered? My mind spun scenarios. Emily's rage, family ostracism, Dad's disappointed sigh, Mom's tears. The societal whispers in our progressive but judgmental Seattle circle. Adeline? Really? She seemed so normal. I wrestled with my identity nightly. Was this who I am? Or a phase born from loneliness? Memories surfaced. Crushes on girls in high school, dismissed as admiration. Now they scream truth. But embracing it meant upheaval. At work, I faked normalcy, but my performance slipped. A colleague noticed. "You okay, Adeline?" I brushed it off, but the facade cracked. One evening, Adriana pushed for more. "We can't hide forever. Tell Emily." My heart seized. "I can't. Not yet." Her face fell, hurt flashing. "Is this just an experiment for you?" The accusation stung because part of me feared it was. We argued, voices low but intense. She stormed off, leaving me hollow. That night I cried, questioning every decision. The price of love. Isolation, self-doubt. Reconciliation came via text. "Sorry. I get it." We met again, but tension lingered. Meanwhile, Emily planned a girls' trip, me, her, Adriana. Panic surged. "Sounds fun," I lied. The trip loomed like a guillotine. On the drive to the cabin, laughter filled the car, but my smiles were forced. Adriana's proximity electrified. Yet Emily's presence suffocated. At the cabin, things escalated. Late one night, Emily asleep, Adriana slipped into my room. "I miss you," she murmured. We talked, hands entwining. But guilt overwhelmed. "This is wrong," I whispered. She pulled away, eyes wounded. "Wrong because of who I am? No, because of the deception." We parted unresolved, the air thick with unspoken pain. Back home, the strain showed. Emily confronted me. "What's going on between you and Adriana? You two act weird." I denied it, but her suspicion grew. Inside, I crumbled. The moral quandary tore at me. Loyalty to family versus self-truth. Choosing Adriana meant betraying Emily. Choosing silence meant betraying myself. Weeks passed in a blur of clandestine meets and inner torment. Adriana grew impatient. "I can't be your secret." Her ultimatum hit hard. I promised to think, but fear paralyzed. Then, a family dinner amplified the pressure. Dad ranted about traditional values. Mom nodded. Their words echoed my fears: rejection, loss. That night, I broke down to Adriana. They'll never accept this. She held me, but resolve hardened. Then we fight. Her strength inspired yet terrified. The decision loomed. Come clean or end it. Each path promised pain. As I lay awake, I realized the true cost. My authenticity versus familial harmony. The conflict raged, pushing me toward a breaking point. A heated argument with Emily over trivialities revealed deeper rifts. You're hiding something, she accused. I snapped, storming out. Meeting Adriana, I confessed my turmoil. I love you, but this could destroy us all. Tears flowed, vulnerability bonded us. Yet, the shadow of betrayal loomed larger. Society's weight pressed. Friends' casual homophobia, media portrayals. I questioned if our love was worth the fight. Adriana shared stories of resilience, but doubt lingered. The drama intensified, choices sharpening. One wrong move and everything shattered. Finally, I decided, tell Emily. The anticipation gnawed. As I rehearsed words, Adriana supported. We'll face it together. But deep down, I knew the fallout would be seismic. The price of truth. Potential loss of sisterly bond, family acceptance. Yet, suppressing it cost my soul. The confrontation with Emily came like a storm, unannounced and furious. I invited her for coffee at our favorite spot, heart pounding as I stirred my latte endlessly. There's something I need to tell you. Her eyes narrowed, sensing the gravity. When I blurted, Adriana and I were together, the words hung like a death sentence. Her face paled, then flushed with anger. What? My best friend? How long? The betrayal in her voice sliced deep. I explained, the kiss, the meetings, the love blooming in secrecy. She stood, chair scraping. You lied to me. Both of you. Tears streamed as she stormed out, leaving me shattered. Inside, regret warred with relief. The deception ended, but at what cost? Adriana faced her own fallout. Emily called her, screaming accusations. You stole my sister. After everything we've been through. Adriana recounted it later, voice breaking. She hung up, said we're dead to her. The rift gaped wide, a chasm born of our choices. I questioned, was love worth this pain? My inner monologue raged, selfish, reckless. Yet, Adriana's presence affirmed. Necessary, inevitable. Family whispers started. Emily, in her hurt, confided in Mom. The call came that evening. Adeline, is it true? About you and a woman. Mom's voice trembled, laced with disbelief. I confirmed, bracing. Your father and I, we need time. The line went dead, echoing rejection. Dad's silence hurt more. No call, just distance. Church friends' judgmental stares at Sunday service amplified the isolation. Society's lens magnified. The Harper girl? Gone astray. Work became a refuge, but even there, rumors trickled. A co-worker asked slyly, heard about your situation. The stigma clung, eroding confidence. Inside, I battled shame. Why couldn't I be normal? Adriana supported, sharing her own scars. It gets better, she promised. But doubt crept. What if it doesn't? Reconciliation attempts failed. Emily blocked us, her absence a void. Holidays loomed empty. I missed her laugh, our inside jokes. The damage from our betrayal festered. Adriana and I grew closer, but tension simmered. This is my fault, I whispered one night. She disagreed. Ours. But we'll rebuild. Moral dilemmas intensified. Was hiding ethical? No, but revealing destroyed. Friends divided. Some supportive, others distant. One said, it's unnatural. The words stung, fueling self-doubt. I journaled furiously, unpacking layers, attraction, identity, sacrifice. The price. Fractured relationships, societal scorn. A turning point came at a support group Adriana dragged me to. Hearing stories of similar struggles awakened empathy. You're not alone, a woman shared. It sparked hope, but reality bit back. Emily's surprise visit. How could you? We argued, tears flowing. I trusted her with you. Her pain mirrored mine. I apologized, but wounds ran deep. As weeks turned months, isolation weighed. Adriana proposed moving. Start fresh. The idea tempted, escape judgment. But fleeing meant abandoning family. Inner conflict peaked. Loyalty versus happiness. Dad finally called. This isn't you. His words crushed, igniting defiance. It is me. The drama escalated at a family gathering Emily hosted, excluding us. Mom slipped me an invite secretly. We went unannounced. Tension crackled. Emily exploded. Leave. Adriana stood firm. We love each other. Chaos ensued. Yells, accusations. Dad intervened. Enough. But the divide widened. Post-confrontation, reflection hit. Had we handled it wrong? Rushed? The what-ifs tormented. Adriana and I fought. You pushed too hard. Blame shifted, testing our bond. Reconciliation seemed impossible, yet glimmers appeared. Mom's tentative texts. Thinking of you. Society's pressure mounted. Online trolls after a leaked post. Anonymity stripped, vulnerability exposed. I questioned endurance, but Adriana's resolve bolstered. We'll fight. The cost. Emotional scars, lost connections. Yet, growth emerged, self-acceptance budding. A pivotal decision, therapy. Sessions unpack trauma, revealing patterns, suppressed desires from youth. Own your truth, the counselor urged. It empowered but healing lagged. Emily's olive branch. A neutral meet. I miss my sister. Hope flickered but caution remained. The narrative twisted, choices compounding. Betrayal's ripple effects lingered, forcing confrontations with ethics, identity. As high tide approached, I pondered. Was this awakening worth the wreckage? The therapy sessions became lifelines, pulling me from the abyss of doubt. Your feelings are valid, the counselor repeated, chipping away at ingrained shame. But validation didn't erase the fallout. Emily's meeting was tentative, coffee in a public place like strangers. I felt replaced, she admitted, eyes downcast. My heart ached. You weren't. I just found myself. Tears bridged gaps but trust remained fractured. Adriana joined later sessions, her presence a double-edged sword. Emily accused. You pursued her. Adriana owned it. I did, but love isn't theft. The raw honesty exposed vulnerabilities. Emily's fear of loss post-divorce, my hidden identity, Adriana's past rejections. We navigated mucky waters, each word a step toward or away from healing. Family dynamics shifted erratically. Mom warmed slowly, inviting me for lunch alone. I don't understand, but I love you. Her effort moved me, yet Dad's stubbornness persisted. Pray about it, he gruffed during a rare call. The religious clash deepened the divide. His faith versus my truth. Inner turmoil surged. Reject him or compromise self. Societal backlash intensified. A work promotion stalled. Whispers of distraction. Friends ghosted, labeling us drama queens. The isolation fueled paranoia. Was every stare judgmental? Adriana faced worse. Harassment at her job. Worth it for you, she said, but her eyes betrayed exhaustion. The price mounted. Careers jeopardized, mental health strained. A betrayal from within rocked us. Emily, in a moment of weakness, shared our story with extended family. Aunts called preaching sin. The exposure felt like violation. I confronted her. Why? She sobbed. I needed support. Her pain justified nothing. Trust shattered anew. Adriana raged. This ends us. But I mediated, clinging to hope. Moral quandaries peaked. Was forgiveness obligatory? Or self-preservation? I chose boundaries. Limited contact with toxic relatives. Empowerment grew but loneliness lingered. Adriana and I leaned on each other. Our bond tested yet strengthened. We've sacrificed so much, I whispered. She nodded. For authenticity. High drama unfolded at a cousin's wedding. Uninvited but Mom insisted. Whispers followed, Dad ignored us. Emily approached hesitantly. Truce. We hugged a fragile peace. But undercurrents swirled. Unresolved resentments. Post-wedding reflection deepened. Choices, consequences. Damaged ties but personal growth. I embraced my identity publicly, posting online. Support flooded, mixed with hate. The visibility empowered, yet terrified. Adriana proposed. Marry me. The question hung, symbolizing commitment amid chaos. Doubt crept. Too soon? With family fractured? Inner voice debated. Love demands risk. We decided yes, a quiet ceremony planned. Emily attended a step forward, but Dad boycotted, his absence a wound. Mom mediated. Give him time. The wedding day mixed joy and sorrow. Vows exchanged, tears flowed. Through storms, Adriana promised. Yet celebration tempered by absences. After normalcy attempted, dinners with Emily, awkward but progressing. Society's grind continued. Legal hurdles for recognition, casual discrimination. We advocated joining groups. Activism channeled pain into purpose. But exhaustion hit, the fight endless. A shocking twist, Dad's letter. I was wrong. Let's talk. Hope reignited but caution prevailed. Meeting him, emotions surged. Fear blinded me, he admitted. Tears mended bridges slowly. As threads wove back, I pondered the journey, betrayals, sacrifices, awakenings. The cost high but rewards profound. Self-love, true connection. Yet scars remained, reminders of battles fought. The narrative climaxed in reconciliation's fragile bloom. Choices debated, right or wrong. The path forward uncertain but chosen. Reconciliation with Dad marked a turning point. But healing was no straight line. Our first dinner was stiff, conversations skirting edges. I'm trying, he said, voice gruff. Mom beamed, bridging gaps. Emily joined, her laughter tentative. The family table, once shattered, reassembled piece by piece. But undercurrents of unease lingered. Unspoken judgments, fragile truces. Adriana and I navigated married life amid this flux. Mornings brought coffee and quiet talks. Evenings debates on future. Kids, she mused. The idea thrilled yet daunted. Societal hurdles for queer couples. Adoption agencies' biases, playground stares. My inner fears resurfaced. Worth the fight? We decided yes, starting the process. Bureaucracy tested patience. Each form a reminder of inequality. Emily's support grew genuine. I'm happy for you, she confessed over wine. But admissions followed. It hurt, feeling sidelined. We unpacked, forging deeper bonds. Her own therapy revealed jealousies. Adriana's shift from friend to family. Understanding bred empathy. Mending wounds. Societal pressures persisted. A neighborhood petition against alternative lifestyles targeted us indirectly. Whispers at block parties. Those too. We stood firm, hosting events to normalize. Activism became armor but drained. Why us? I vented. Adriana replied. Because we can change minds. A major conflict arose. Work discrimination. My boss demoted me subtly, citing fit. Outrage fueled, I sued, backed by Adriana. The battle public, exposing vulnerabilities. Media spotlight amplified. Supportive articles mixed with vitriol. Inner strength tested. Quit or persevere? I fought, winning settlement. Victory bittersweet. Career scarred but justice served. Family tested anew. Dad relapsed during holidays, a homophobic quip slipping. Hurt flared, I confronted. Accept all or nothing. Tears followed, apologies sincere. Growth evident yet imperfect. The moral tightrope. Forgive repeatedly? Boundaries set. Love conditional on respect. Adriana's family re-entered. Estranged parents reaching out. Heard about your marriage. Skepticism met hope. Meetings tense, old wounds reopened. Her resolve inspired. For us. Integration slow, cultures clashing. The price. Emotional labor but family expanded. As years condensed into moments, reflections deepened. Choices echoes. Betrayals leading to truths. Damages birthing resilience. We adopted a child. A girl, her laughter filling voids. Challenges mounted. School biases explaining our family. But joy outweighed. Emily became aunt. Her bond with us unbreakable. I almost lost you, she reflected. Gratitude swelled. Society evolved incrementally, laws changing, attitudes shifting. Yet struggles endured. In quiet nights I pondered the journey's essence. Love's cost versus reward. Sacrifices profound. Bonds broken, rebuilt. Identities claimed amid scorn. Awakenings painful, yet liberating. The story closed not in perfection but authenticity. We thrived, scars badges of battles. But the question lingered, sparking debate. Was pursuing forbidden love, at the expense of family harmony, ultimately the right choice?